Saka, you just led one of the breakout sessions. Can you tell me in short what it was about?
So this was a very practical session. What was really great about this session is that the session consisted of about 50% people working in operations and 50% working in academics. And what we find is that in a day-to-day basis, these people don't really talk to each other that much. So there was a little bit apprehension in the beginning, and we actually did an exercise where operations people had to walk across the room to introduce themselves to an academic, and I think that was a really nice way of actually making sure that these two blood groups were finally talking to each other.
Marleen, what we see is an 11 meters high whale made out of plastic litter, and I heard that you were the one who brought it to Utrecht. Why was that?
Well, I brought it to Utrecht because I really like it. You see that from a distance it's nice and funny and strong, and when you take a close look you see all the litter, and you see that it's not only from boats, it's not only from industry, but it's also litter from us. It symbolizes a huge problem we normally don't see, and it's a shared problem. So it's a shared responsibility to tackle it. A lot of people stop, talk to strangers, discuss the topic. And I think it's a nice way to raise awareness, and then you start thinking maybe I could use a little bit less plastic, maybe.
It's nice to see how actually researchers and private firms and the civil society come together at occasions like this to work on those big challenges. So that gives me a little bit of hope.
We really must see sustainability as a social and cultural and scientific problem, and that it can only be solved by joining all these three notions together, and that therefore we must really work together with all these different disciplines that are also represented here today.
Have you heard new ideas, surprising ideas?
On the one hand, we were warned we should be really careful about the categorizations that we use in Sheila Jessenov's keynote, but also the opportunities of a non-meat diet, which is even tastier than what we already have. And also Diederik Samson, who really had a passionate speech about the possibility. So if we can shed off the negativism that surrounded sustainability for so long, I would also be very glad.
You hopeful for the future?
Well, absolutely. And I think Utrecht is punching under its weight. We should really be up there in the front of what universities can contribute.